Hello, YouTubers. Hello, subscribers. I just wanted, this is a red alert. This is not for everyone. This is going to be political. So I advise you to click off now if it's not something that you want to hear. Tucker Carlson. You know, when Donald Trump was in office, I when I would turn it on that channel and listen to Hannity, and Hannity is not innocent in this as well. I think everyone over there at Fox that was spewing information to us and they knew it was not correct information, telling us that January 6th wasn't really happening while we were watching it. And even some of my subscribers, some of you have responded to me about, Tucker Carlson, how, pretty much what he was saying was true about January 6th. And I was explaining how, Fox News was giving us citizens misinformation that was doing harm to us. And when I say harm, because people believe in the news, we believe what we hear and what they say. And if Tucker Carlson in the background or on the news is telling us that January 6th is not happening, it's fake, it's not really happening, and almost going to the effect that it wasn't really happening and it wasn't that bad, and so on and so on, and how the election had been stolen. I mean, you have to wonder, why was Tucker Carlson doing that? Why would he get on his channel and do that? But before I get into that, I just remember sitting there listening to him talk about, the opposite of what we were seeing. It blew my mind. And I thought to myself, how do they sleep at night? How do these people actually go to bed at night knowing that they're giving American people the wrong information? Pretty much telling us that it wasn't true. Now we're finding out that there's text messages going back and forth that Tucker Carlson never believed any of the things that he was saying and telling us, and that he knew that the election hadn't been stolen, and that he knew that all this information that he was telling us was all propaganda and wasn't true. He's on the news, okay? Tucker Carlson is on the news as breaking news about how he was giving the American people misinformation. And when you do that, what happens is, because he was for Trump, it was all about, support Trump. Trump didn't do anything wrong. He's this great American hero. And now, come to find out, Tucker Carlson never believed in the things that he was telling us. So shouldn't he be held accountable for misinformation? And not just Tucker, but the entire news organization, because they allowed him to get on there and feed us this stuff. And it did great damage to our country and to the American people. And so you have to think that all of Trump's supporters watch Fox News, all of them. And so they believed everything that Tucker Carlson was saying. They believed it all, that it wasn't true, January 6th never happened, or whatever the case may be. That it did happen, but it didn't happen the way that other news stations are reporting it and stuff. As we watched it. And it's just not something that should just go away just because, he didn't mean any harm. Yes, he did major damage, major things that affected us all. And so I just find it very distasteful for him not to he should be fired. Why is he even still working? But it's not even his fault completely, because it starts at the top. It always starts at the top. Someone is accountable for him. Someone is accountable for Tucker Carlson, who allowed him and others to get on and talk about misinformation to the American people, us thinking that, okay, this isn't really happening, but it was. So that's my take on it right now. I will talk more about it. As far as, I know Trump is getting an earful that Tucker Carlson really didn't like him. Well, really didn't believe anything that he was saying, and pretty much whatever he was saying, he just went along with it. That's my story, okay? I'm paraphrasing. I'm talking about it in my language because this is how it comes out to me. That he did something unethical that he shouldn't have done, that harmed and hurt a lot of people. Because check this out. If you say January 6th didn't happen or it's not what it seemed, then people start believing that, and then you hear it. Like, oh no, that didn't really happen at January 6th. It was all peaceful. It wasn't nothing peaceful about January 6th. And it's not going to go away. It will go down in our history as one of the, like, a tragedy that happened. And that shouldn't have happened. It was very, very, it was wrong. And I just remember sitting there on the couch and was like, oh my God, can he really say these things to us knowing that it's not true? And then they wouldn't even cover it. He wouldn't even cover the January 6th. You couldn't even turn it on Fox News to watch it. And then after it, they check it out. Look it up for yourselves. It's a fact. And I just don't understand why they are just pinpointing one person. And maybe because they have proof of it. And they have proof that Tucker Carlson did this based on the text messages that we're seeing now. So I guess that's fake too. No, what needs to happen is people at Fox News need to be held accountable. Love you guys. Talk to you later.